This is TomoNews for Monday, March 27th.
Sword-wielding Joker gets nabbed by cops. Winchester, Virginia police officers had an exciting Friday last week when they got word of an overly enthusiastic Joker cosplayer wielding a sword and hauling it about in public. Said Joker cosplayer is one Jeremy Putnam. Age 31, this guy seriously likes the clown Prince of Crime. And while this is a very accurate Joker makeup job, Virginia ain't Gotham, yo. Old Dominion law stipulates it's a felony for an adult to wear a mask in public. A Class 6 felony that carries a maximum of 5 years in prison, no less. So it was his deft makeup face job that got him charged, and not the fact that he was allegedly hauling a sword around in public. His buddies tell a different story. In a Change.org petition to get Putnam free, they claim he was carrying a cane and not a sword. Putnam's currently being held in an adult detention center on a $2,000 bond. Either way, let's hope the cops don't roll up on a comic book convention anytime soon. Can you imagine what the cells would look like? Gym bro breaks his legs while doing leg press.
Don't watch this if you have weak knees.
This is why you should always have someone spot you when you're doing heavy weightlifting. Otherwise, you could end up like this bro, who was working out at a gym in Vadodara in the Indian state of Gujarat. We think it's safe to say he'll be skipping leg presses for a while. Nursing home staffer caught Snapchatting senior citizens fornicating.
Ew. Do you like old people?
Well, this ex-nursing home worker from St. Pete's, Florida certainly does. Police say Alexis Williams secretly filmed a 59-year-old dude and an 81-year-old woman getting it on last August. Williams was charged for filming the elderly bang session and then posting it to Snapchat. Someone saw the boink tape and tipped off the cops. And when police asked Williams why she did it, she said it was for all the LOLs. WTF?
Snapchat vids disappear after 24 hours, right?
So how did the cops come up with proof? Well, investigators wouldn't say whether they had the actual clip in question, but said their evidence includes Williams' confession, Snapchat records, and surveillance video.
The kiss of life.
This pooch nearly died in a house fire, but was promptly brought back from the brink thanks to one firefighter's mouth-to-snout rescue. After coming home to find her Santa Monica apartment burning, a 35-year-old woman frantically asked firefighters to help save her pet dog, who was still trapped inside. As the blaze was contained, firefighter Alex Klein grabbed the dog, who had no pulse and wasn't breathing. Klein quickly performed CPR on the pup and gave him oxygen through a special mask. It took 20 minutes, but the lucky dog eventually came back to the land of the living. No other pets or humans were injured in the fire. The pup was transferred to a local animal hospital, but is now back on his paws, even swinging by the station to personally say thanks. Staff and animals miraculously unscathed as car rams into building. Employees of a North Carolina animal hospital got the shock of their lives when they were nearly run over by a car while manning the front desk. The car's driver meant to step on the brakes, but accidentally hit the accelerator. 2 women and 4 animals were in the reception area when the vehicle came crashing through the walls. One of the women got hit directly and became momentarily buried under debris. But the rest of the staff sprang into action, helping pull their coworker out and calling for help. Luckily, none of the humans or animals were seriously injured. The hospital was back in business the next day, just in the part of the building that didn't have a giant hole in it. Hong Kong escalator malfunction injures at least 18 people. What goes up must come down. An escalator malfunction in a crowded Mong Kok Mall on Saturday left at least 18 people injured. The escalator at Langham Place on Argyle Street connects the 4th and 8th floors and is one of the longest in Hong Kong. Video footage recorded by several witnesses and CCTV shows the packed 45-meter-long up escalator suddenly change directions and start to move down. Witnesses said it sped up to double or 3 times its normal speed, causing shoppers to lose their balance, fall over, and pile up at the bottom of the escalator. Police said one man suffered a head injury and was taken to the hospital where he remained in serious condition as of Saturday night. Officials said the malfunction may have originated in one of the escalator's 2 brakes and its non-reversing mechanism.
Police car runs over armed woman in Tulsa. Police in Tulsa, Oklahoma have released dash cam footage of the insane moment a woman on the run exchanges gunfire with authorities before being run down. The events that led to the incident are now the subject of an investigation into her death and the officer's use of lethal force. On March 12th, police were on the hunt for 21-year-old Madison Dixon after she reportedly shot a woman in the arm during an attempted carjacking at a Walgreens. Then on March 16th, Dixon reportedly shot a man in the head as he was driving. Neither victim's injuries were fatal. On March 18th, Tulsa police officers spotted Dixon riding in a pickup truck, where they gave chase. When Dixon jumped out of the vehicle and started firing shots as she took off on foot, that's when one officer decided she needed to be stopped at all costs. As you can see from the dashcam video, Officer Grafton makes the move to ram Dixon with his car. He claims he did so to protect his fellow officers and the public at large from Dixon's shooting rampage. Officer Grafton is currently on paid administrative leave. Madison Dixon died of head trauma at a local area hospital shortly after being run over. Friends say deep down she was a good person, but had recently dropped out of treatment she was receiving at a rehab facility. Sadly, in the end, they say drugs got the better of her. In 2015, Dixon was arrested for stealing a deputy's patrol car while handcuffed after being caught driving a stolen car.
San Diego to supply city with recycled sewage water. A California brewing company has made beer using recycled sewage water from the Pure Water San Diego program, and the beer is apparently delicious. About 85% of San Diego's water supply comes from the Colorado River and Northern California Bay Delta. The rest comes from local runoff and rainfall. The Pure Water San Diego program transforms the city's water system by recycling the wastewater leaving homes and businesses. The wastewater is treated in steps, including ozonation, biological advanced carbon filtration, and membrane filtration, before the water goes through reverse osmosis and UV advanced oxidation. The Pure Water project aims to turn enough wastewater into drinking water to supply 1/3 of the city's needs by 2035. The beer, brewed with recycled water, may soon also be available for sale. Interested in sampling one?
Cincinnati nightclub shooting leaves 1 dead, 15 injured. What is being called the worst U.S. mass shooting of 2017 took place over the weekend inside a Cincinnati nightclub, with at least 15 people wounded and 1 fatality so far. The night of March 25th, Cameo Club patrons were patted down and checked by security wands upon entering. However, several firearms were still brought in. An estimated 200 people were inside the venue. Reports say several local men got into a heated dispute at the bar. At roughly 1:30 a.m., police say gunshots rang out inside the nightclub. Authorities believe multiple shooters were involved. 15 people were injured, with many driving themselves to local area hospitals. One man, 27-year-old O'Brien Spikes, did not survive. At least one victim remains in extremely critical condition. Police do not have any suspects in custody at this time. The shooting is not believed to be linked to an act of terrorism.